Yo, what's going on, you guys? We're back, and yeah, it's been a while again, but bear with me. I've been posting community posts from time to time, letting you guys know with a little update. But this video is gonna be about the Epoch of Pain. So this is like the past year's worth of Autumn Magni and all that type of stuff, combined into one with the new Ares boss. So this took a while for the first completion run, the initial completion, because I honestly haven't been playing the game much recently until this point. Like within the past month, I haven't played a whole ton, but this got me back into it, obviously. And I'm just gonna say that the first run, this completion was probably the hardest so far. Obviously, just getting back into rhythm and the Ares boss first time. Although I did watch a ton on how he worked. So this Spider-Ham fight, I just gave a little bit of a pause here just so I can go over it. I'm going from right to left like MSD did in his stream. So I also kind of followed some of his tricks and guides. And for example, this path on the far right is going to be mutant and mystic only, either or. You can have a full team of either class. And I went just far right, and I had Kushala, Deadpool X-Force, and Professor X. And I ranked up Professor X to rank 2 so he could be more useful. So these are all rank 2s, and of course boosted. I had a ton of boost. I just popped I don't know how many, like so many of the, what's it called? The Supreme Crystals. Those Supreme ones that you guys, we all forget about. I popped like 300 of them or so, and it gave me like the 15% boost that only lasts like 15 minutes or whatever. But I have like 40 of each now, so it's pretty nice. Just recommend you get boosts, revives, and that's the main thing, man. Over like spending any money on champions, bro. Revives and potions and that type of stuff is the best value in the entire game. Like, let's just be real. So I'm being honest, man. It's literally a lifesaver. So, in this fight, we have Spider-Ham. So, with Spider-Ham, I mean, all these fights are different. I kind of forgot how a lot of these worked, but with this fight specifically, Spider-Ham, he's gonna be applying power sinks to you. And I can't go over like every single node in every single fight because there's a lot to go over. But the main thing is that you want to alternate special attacks. So whatever the that little purple passive says, so it says 2, special 2, you're gonna want to use that special attack basically, and only use that special attack when you have at least 3 debuffs on you. So it says special 3. I have more than 3 debuffs on me. I use a special 3 and it will reflect damage to Spider-Ham, and that's how the fight works basically. And then you can switch it goes 1, 2, 3, so you can switch which special attack it is. So I kind of read the notes here, and if you do a different combo ender, you can switch it from, like, if it's special 1, you can switch it to special 2, and then if you did a medium combo ender, like a different combo, like right there, it'll switch the special attack you need to use. So you just gotta do that, and then use whatever special attack you're comfortable with. Make sure you have at least 3 debuffs on you, but I think the more you have, the more damage you will reflect. And it took me a minute to learn, but as long as you just do that, the fight's pretty easy, honestly. Just use those tips, and that you can use like anyone there. But Professor X is really good for the rest of this path, most of the path, not in the entire path. But this fight is Kushala, for example. Just so, like, he doesn't work in every fight. I mean, I'm sure he could work for most fights, but Kushala works better here. So you kind of can't gain power by hitting the opponent. It's kind of weird because Viv Vision, there's some nodes like I keep getting power drained. So honestly, blocking is what got me the most power. So I'll just keep blocking her basic attacks and her special attacks, and then until I got to special 2, I wouldn't throw a special attack. So right here, I'm almost at it. Just gotta block like again, and then special 2. She has a ton of buffs, so many armor ups, and then my ignitions. So should be doing a good chunk of damage. I was seeing that it was doing about 25 to 30% of her health each time. So I just use my special 2 only, and you only get power. I don't know. You only get like power drained after you reach above 1 bar of power. So as you can see here, now I'm getting like power drained every time I hit her. But she also is going to be phasing a lot. So what I would just recommend to avoid her phase, just wait till this little evade timer runs out, and then she'll be able to evade. But all you gotta do is parry and hit her while she's stunned. If you need to hit her with your basic attacks at all, just do that. So I mean, there's no really point in hitting her because you're not gonna gain a lot of power really or do that much damage. So I did take a lot of damage here, and then you also have to parry her contact attack. So only push her to a special 1. If you have push her to a special 2, you have to try to parry all of her like contact attacks. But just summarize that. You just gotta soul barb her, and then you'll do a ton of damage with your special 2. It's a bit of a slog, but that's how I found out it worked for me. Hopefully that made sense. I mean, it's a bit complicated. It's my first video in a week. I mean, like 2.5 weeks. But next fight, this is actually kind of fun-ish because Professor X is fun to play when you get him down. But you want to gain 100 of your Cerebro charges, go to a special 3, and then you don't want to get hit there, but you'll have your special 2 ready. Want to throw that, then you just want to keep throwing your special attacks. I think it's make sure you tap your block to gain another prowess. But once your Cerebro, I mean, that's not what you're supposed to do right there. But once your Cerebro kind of, I don't know what it's called, once it runs out, like the little timer after you throw your special 3, you just dash back and it'll refresh all of your prowess. So, for example, I go back in, do it again. I'm going to have my special 2 ready. Or actually, I didn't have 100 charges, so that's my fault. But you gain extra prowess on your special 3. So the reason why I used him in the first fight with Spider-Ham, and just because like I just watched MSD, it just makes a lot of sense. Winning a fight with him will help you gain like buffs in future fights apparently. And so that way in this fight, because you need at least 3 buffs to do damage, when you throw your special 3, you should be able to get 3 buffs or prowesses basically on you, because you won that Spider-Ham fight and it kind of helped your, I think it's like a persistent charge type of situation. But I didn't like research everything. I didn't plan that much ahead. I didn't even like plan at all, not gonna lie, but just it'll help set you up for this fight. So that way when you throw the special 3, you'll be able to get 3 buffs, because he gains a lot of prowess actually. Like I have 3 right there, perfect. Then I just chuck my special 2, and that timer's still active. Just keep throwing special attacks. This will give me another prowess and another prowess, and then I want to dash back to refresh them because I could not throw any more special attacks within my little Cerebro like activation timer, whatever it is. Hopefully that made sense. You guys may, I know it's fine if you have to rewind it or whatever. I did that a lot with like other guides. But yeah, I mean, I didn't just go in all these fights blind. I had to watch to see what I had to do, of course. So hopefully that made sense though. And once you do that, all you need to get to is 100 more Cerebro charges just before your prowess expires. Right here, like it's about to expire, I had to dash back after I threw my special 1 to refresh it. And then yeah, you basically you don't need another special 3 because you have all your buffs now. All you need to do is get to 100 of your Cerebro charges, and then you just chuck your special attacks as a ton of damage. You keep stacking prowesses, and it's a really fun time if you can do it correctly. But the last thing to remember is that you have to parry all of Annihilus's non-contact attacks, I'm pretty sure. So the fireballs and basically all of his hits on a special 2 you would have to parry, so do not push him to a special 2. And right there, 9 prowess did a ton of damage, man. He just felt really fun to play. I have 10 prowess now. I mean, it runs out, but he's about to die. Doesn't really matter. So hopefully that made sense. I kind of had to learn Professor X because I didn't fully know how to use him. But yeah, you just gain your prowesses, do a lot of damage, and follow the nodes, of course. So hopefully that helped. Always ask me questions in the comments if you need to. It's a bit of a... there's a lot going on in this quest, man. But next fight will be Mole Man, which I'll use DPX, you know, the GOAT. So in this fight, Tranquility is in here. You both lose all your power and buffs every 20 seconds. And he's stun immune. So in this fight, all you gotta do is... you can do this, which you get your 10 slap charges through a special one. Then he gains a lot of bleeds. And then it has, I think it's Hubris, what the node is. So every time he throws a special attack, Mole Man, he only takes damage from, like, all the damage he takes during a special attack is, like, amplified. So it does extra damage. And outside of that, you can't do a ton of damage. So I'll go for this, apply a lot of bleeds. Hopefully he throws it right here. And he does. And then there's some bleeds ticking during the special attack. Then it does that damage, but like amplified times like 200% or 300%. So it's pretty nice. But unfortunately right there, Tranquility does reset everything. So power, debuffs, buffs. So just try to time it with the Tranquility, but yeah, that's kind of the only rotation you can really do with Deadpool X-Force, because your speed debuffs, you know, the other rotation won't work because he has to be throwing a special attack. And yeah, the speed debuff other rotation is instant, so it's not like it's not gonna work, if you know what I mean. You know, if you guys know how to play Deadpool X-Force, it's just not gonna work. So you just need to get those bleeds on him the normal way. And it's not that bad of a time. Just watch out. There's also Bubble Shield in that fight, so watch out for Bubble Shield. It's not the hardest fight on this path, like, at all, though. I would say so, at least. And this next fight, though, we got Dani Moonstar. This fight's another Deadpool X-Force fight. Honestly, you can bring anyone you want into these paths in this quest. I'm just gonna say what I did, just based off if you did what I did, basically, if you had my team and everything. So that's kind of like the gist of like a guide, though. You know, it's just kind of, I can't speak for every single person, but Deadpool X-Force, what you want to do is you can do either rotation with him. So you can do this with the bleeds, or you can do a bleed debuff. They kind of do around the same damage. I think bleed debuffs do more, but it's just up to you if you want to get the tons of stacks of bleeds, or just do the bleed debuff rotation, which of course is the special 2, then the special 1. That's up to you. Not a lot going on there in that fight. There's some falter nodes just gotta worry about, but it's not really that big of a deal. And you just gotta be dexing your special 2 a lot, so it's not that hard, honestly. If you're doing this quest, you've likely done all of these fights before, so it shouldn't be that hard, I would say. Now in this fight with Tigra, Professor X fight, man. Same old thing. You can go for special 2 or special 3. Just make sure that you get your rotation off, man. Just make sure that you get your prowesses, you know. I don't exactly remember what I did. I think I went for a special 3. And you can't, I don't think you can place like debuffs on Tigra. I mean, obviously passives will work because it's a passive, but you're not going to be doing any burst damage in this fight. So as you can see, no burst damage, just crits though. But look at Professor X. This is a rank 2, obviously boosted, but he's pretty fun. So I have 100 Cerebro charges. I have 11 prowess, which is quite a bit. Then I want to go for this, and oh my gosh, just crits, no burst damage at all. I lose my prowess because I didn't dash back, but she's about to die, so I didn't really care. It was all good. It was all good in the end. There's nothing, I don't think there's really anything else to worry about in this fight. Just don't stay too close to her, because you'll get a passive neutralize, and if you trigger dexterity, it won't be a fun time because you'll get instant ruptured. So there's some neutralized node, but that's all I really remember. Just don't stay too close to Tigra, or just don't dex, which is hard to do. So but in the end, you're gonna be melting her with Professor X, hopefully. And now we're at the Ares boss. So I did not record the whole thing this first completion run, but luckily it's kind of the same thing. This is the last phase, so man, there's a bit to go over with this fight. Also, if I sound like congested, it's because I am really congested, guys. I really needed to get a video. How I really miss getting videos out. But this fight, man, I don't know where to start. So we're already in the last phase, and Ares, his special 1 to special 2, you have to do certain prompts based on which special attack he throws. But after his first phase, he'll start throwing them randomly, so you have to be able to indicate which one he's throwing. So I did not do too well in this like recording because it's my first time around. But his special 1, actually I don't even remember the full prompts on how to avoid both special attacks, but what I remember is if Ares has his sword out, it's a parry. If it's his axe, it's a dex. If it's his spear, you have to light attack. And if it's the minigun, you have to swipe up or down. So I just swipe up. But for example, this is gonna be random. Is the axe? I did not dex. So actually, that is not a good example. But that was the axe. That is the special 1. The special 1 starts out with an axe. So the special 1 will always be dex first. Special 2 will always be parry first. And there are some indicators for how you can tell. Now this is his special 1 because he reached behind his like head kind of. It's at a certain angle, so he's pulling out his axe. Or you can also tell, which I just figured out today, far after this recording, before when he activates a special attack, you'll have enough time to react to this. His eyes will rather glow once or twice. You'll be able to tell. So, I mean, on phone it might be a bit difficult because I am on an iPad. But if his eyes blink once, not blink, if they like flash once, it's a special 1, and if they flash twice, it is special 2. So maybe I can show it off here if I don't die. But this fight's already close to over. But I think I do. Yeah, I think I do end up dying. So there's a lot to this fight. It's not gonna be my only video. I'm gonna explore it. This quest soon. But there's a lot going on, man. Just if his eyes blink once, or if they flash once, special 1, flash twice, special 2, and you'll be able to tell because it's way before. It's a little bit before he even throws anything. So that last phase right there, he gains 99 persistent charges, and you have to intercepting him will remove 2. There are immortality charges, and also, by the way, these rewards are really good. But 99 immortality charges. 2 is you remove 2 by intercepting him, and you remove like a ton more by dexing his special attack properly, and it's of course it's random. So I'll explain more in the exploration video, but that's basically the gist of it. He'll start throwing random special attacks, but both of his special attacks have a certain way to dodge them. Seaton has a great video for that. It's very simple, but like I said, for each weapon has a different way to avoid it. So you'll get the hang of it after like my second run. I got it down, man. I got it all the way down. I think Ares is the easiest fight now in the entire quest, not gonna lie. It's also pretty fun. So on to the rewards. I know there's a bit more to explain with that fight, but that's pretty much the gist of it. There's some Paragon crystals which won't do too much. But I guess in the meantime, while these are opening, the Ares fight, yeah, first 10% will not be random. It's rather special 1 or special 2, whichever one you push him to. And then after his first phase, the 90%, they become random. So his other phases are a little different, but after that it's just random. And then there's a bit more explaining to do with that fight, but I probably won't be able to get to do it in this video. I just gave you the gist of that first initial run. So my apologies if I didn't do a great job in this video, but I'll definitely get it down. There are some great guys out there. Now, I have 2 Titan Crystals right here. I want to save them for when they refresh, which is in less than a month. Because there will be Arnim Zola, who else? Dazzler. I would love to pull like the new champion, so I'm actually going to save these, including the Nexus, I think is a Nexus, in the Exploration Reward. So I'll have quite a few to open. In about a month? Not exactly a month, but in about a month. Besides that, though, I will open everything else, and in this video, just the path reward gave a mutant 7-star crystal, Domino, you know, just anyone that is a good champion, not Sauron. So not a great pull, but every path has its own special chest reward based on the class type. And yeah, Onslaught, well, I need to awaken him sometime. But so every path has its own rewards. They all consist of a 7-star crystal of a certain class, 56 stones of a certain class, a rank 1 to 2 gem of a certain class, and I don't remember what else, but they all consist of their own class rewards. So you also get this refined XP from completion and exploration. But to wrap up this video, I got just some gameplay right here to kind of wrap up the video. So I will do some more explanation in the next exploration video, but I just want to get a quick video out on my first initial completion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, of course. And by the way, to elaborate on the class thingy, on each path, you'll just get like the same rewards, but it just changes based on it's just like for different classes. So there's then there'll be a Mystic 7-star basic crystal, with Mystic 56 stones, Mystic rank 1 to 2 gem. So you can't, I mean, you could tell there's probably an infographic out there somewhere, but for me personally, I'm just gonna go right to left in the quest, and each path rewards are just an addition to like the completion and exploration rewards. So overall, it's a great quest. I've had a lot of fun. Gonna finish the exploration now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was a great video after being sick for a little bit. I'm still recovering, but hopefully you guys enjoyed, of course, and I'll be seeing all of you guys very soon. Oh my gosh.